Kunman Tomi, Kui Swat, Kui Huneo and Tomos, Kui Stam, Kui Sishat, Shai Tomoslas, Ancha, Nati Kakasenti Siachin. Chit Kunman Tomi, Kui Swat, Kui Tati Will Tomoslas, Swat, Kui Aquaituchit, Eti Ohumechit. Chit wa Wanáxws, Slhenlhánaý chit.
Squamish Nation people have occupied and governed our territory since beyond recorded history. The women are leading the path in healing. Squamish Nation is comprised of the descendants of the Coast Salish Aboriginal people. Our nation consists of 23 villages from North Vancouver, Kitsilano, Gibson's Landing to north of Howe Sound. Wellness is vital to the overall prosperity of all our First Nations people, for until we engage in emotional healing, health, wellness, and all attempts at success will be an uphill battle. I, and Yoskwai Health, Wellness, and Recreation would like to take a moment to honor the strength, wisdom, courage, and endurance of Squamish Nation women.
My name is Gwen Harry. I am the mother of 7 children. I was married to Ernie Harry. My maiden name was Baker. I was raised in Capilano, and I remember my great-grandmother, Mary Capilano. She used to sit in her little house that's right by the beach, and they had a nice beach there at one time, and we used to go and sit down and be with her. And she was old. She was like I'm great-grandma now. To me, she was great-grandma. Yeah. In 1985, they had the nomination for council for 4 years. I ran for council because I thought we need more services in this area. And I didn't think I'd get in because I didn't have that education. I had residential school education. I just wanted to put my point of view across, and I got in. We found out the education funding went to the province. That's one thing we did find out, and we worked on it. I was in council for 12 years. I was 66. I couldn't go anymore. I couldn't do it anymore. So I had to move on again. After council, I became an elder. I guess my message is family first, community next. To live a good life, you need to reach out to other families. And respect your elders, but it's got to work both ways. Your elders got to respect the young. And get an education. My whole life was on education. Yeah. The world may change, but those things in us should never change.
Hotsquile, Lee Joseph, Queensna, Stiawit, Quashaman, Wewachum, Ochumeo, Stawamas, Ochumeo, Wanáxws, Squalowin, Eochtin, Sequatal. My name is Lee Joseph and my ancestral name is Stiawit. I live in the village of Wewachum and my family's from the village of Stopmas. Ethnobotany is the study of the interrelationships between people and plants. Plants really tend to, our health physically, but also spiritually and emotionally. I came to ethnobotany as a field of study, and my academic study led me home in a sense. It brought me back into community, and it sort of gave me a way to connect with family and connect with this place, with the land in Squamish. What I hope to bring to this field is an Indigenous perspective. How plants connect us to our health, our healing, our place in particular through the land and land-based knowledge, and how we build relationships with ourselves and with our land through our plant relatives. Growing up, my dad, he holds a hereditary chieftainship here in Squamish, and something that I noticed from an early age was that his sisters really gathered around him and helped him with the work that he needed to do. It became apparent to me that women in Squamish society and in my family are very strong. Through my path of navigating being a researcher, being someone who grew up out of community and is now coming home, that it's the women in my life, particularly some of my aunties, who've really guided me in that. There's such an important role for women to play, and that's often in leading the way through doing, through acting, and through showing how to carry yourself in a really good way.
Iyal, Queen Quashaman, Vanessa Campbell, Queen Sna, Tinachan, Ti Ochumech, Slaan Ochumech, Tlischomish Ochumech. My name is Iyal, it's my ancestral name. I'm from here at Mission IR number 1, the Squamish Nation community, and Vanessa Campbell is my English name. I was 22 years old when I started working with our late elder. Uncle Louis was his name, Chief Louis Miranda. He was my mentor for the language. We started working together when he was 82. Knowing your own language, for us the Squamish language, is very important. It gives you a view to our people's past, to the way they lived and the things that they thought and believed in. For example, we always grew up knowing the word Squamish. And Squamish, we were Squamish. We come from a place that's now a town called Squamish, and we learned that it's not the real word. The real word is Squamish. You have a word like Capilano, which is another community here in North Vancouver, and we learned that's Kayapalanach. And Kayapalanach was the name of a person. So then you get an insight into your own history, your own culture because you learn 2 words. So what does it mean when you learn more? The view of your history and your culture gets bigger and bigger and more detailed because you are learning about yourself through your own language.
My name is Madeline Andrea Jacobs. My ancestral name is Slhenlhánaý, and I'll be 80 years old in July. And I've been married to my husband David for 62 years in December. I didn't want to train another man. My involvement in lacrosse started when I was about 3 years old. And I still remember standing on the bench at Denman Arena, barely seeing over to watch my uncle. My Uncle Joe played for North Shore Indians. And as the years went by, we never missed any lacrosse games. Up at Mahan Park, they used to practice, and the whole reserve used to go up there. And we were together again. When we got married, that's when we started the field lacrosse. And that was Dave and I running it. But we all pitched in and used to have games every Sunday. It was Dan Baker that started the Nation Cup, bringing the 2 nations over here to play against North Shore. Then my kids started. So Ruth Seward and I started the mini tyke team. I think they were 3 or 4 years old. Beautiful Ruth, she hand knitted every one of those kids a North Shore Indians sweater. Lacrosse is in my blood, and they just better remember me when I'm gone. They gotta have lacrosse sticks.
S7ulh, S7ulh, S7ulh. S7ulh is my ancestral name. My English name is Joy Joseph McCullough, and I come from the village of S7ulh, this village. I'm a wool weaver, a traditional Coast Salish wool weaver. I am also a cedar weaver. Well, to be a weaver, that you have to train under someone and you have to have that gift. Not everyone is a weaver. And our ancestors back in the day, before contact, would see that gift in one of our youth and one of our children. If they displayed an interest and an ability to weave, then they were sent to a master weaver, and that's where they were taught, and that was their classroom. And to be a weaver, it takes you to a different place. You have to be in a good spiritual place, because whenever you weave, you put part of who you are in your blanket. You only weave when there's goodness in you. And that way, whoever's wearing your blanket will have that goodness and they'll actually feel it. I approached one of our chiefs, Chief Janice George, and I asked her to come to the Squamish Valley to teach my education staff to weave, because it was lost here. We didn't have it. So Jan, with her big heart, was kind enough to come up, and she taught about 10 of our staff how to do the traditional Coast Salish weaving. One of our biggest highlights for the weaving was we were able to give it back to our elders who went to residential school and weren't allowed to learn our culture. But when we went and taught them the wool weaving, they were like little children. The child came out in them, and that was really a payoff for us. It really made us feel good about teaching and bringing that back to our community. I'm proud to be Squamish because I get to carry on the traditions of our ancestors. The cedar weaving, the wool weaving, our language, our songs and our dances. And to be able to be a facilitator and educate not just our community, but outside our community, what it means to be Squamish, and to implement our ways of being into everything that I do, and to the people that meet and touch my lives. They get to benefit from that as well. And that only can happen by that pride that I have in who I am.
Tanoyap an Sequatal, Nath Quins, Tanath Quashamin, Glorianaý Queen Sna, Tinachensla, Slhenlhánaý. My ancestral name is Tanath, was my great-grandmother's name. My English name is Glorianaý. Because I was tail end of the residential school, I didn't know anything of being Squamish. I knew that there was something missing, but I didn't know what. And then when I went into the Longhouse in 1968, there was still a few elders. They remembered the ways of the Longhouse and how sacred it is and how important it is to carry all the teachings, especially our Quashamin, our ancestral names, which come down in our bloodline, to keep it in a sacred manner and carry it in a humble way, and always to help your people. It just really touched my heart and made me whole. My husband always says, what spirit wants, spirit gets. The Great Spirit is wanting us to come full circle, and we have. I'm proud to be Squamish because of my mother, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, my great-great-great-grandmother, as far back as I can go. Our matriarchs, they're the ones that carry our history, our names, our songs, our dances. I just really feel like I'm lucky to be able to know a little bit of who they were and to carry on our ceremonies, which they did way back when. Now my children, grandchildren, and great-granddaughter will be able to carry that on for how many more generations. So, yeah, I'm very proud to be S7ulh.
What leadership means to me is responsibility. I have a huge responsibility to learn everything I can to pass down to next generations.
What's really important is not being proud of what I do, but being humble to our membership and being a servant.
I didn't really run for myself. I ran because my daughter wants to be Prime Minister one day. And it's important for me to follow my dreams if I want her to follow her dreams.
Looking at our wool weaving, our cedar weaving, all of the things that have come back from our women, and to share that with our younger, our munmun, so all of our mothers who raise us to be strong women, really just to talk about this Squamish woman that we have in our community.
Squamish women uplift our membership by creating services and programs that benefit our people to lift them up.
I would like to acknowledge our matriarchs from past. Without their strength and resilience, there's no way that we would have our language, our culture, a lot of our traditions. As life givers, they were keepers of our languages, of our medicine, and carrying on traditions.
Which slays quiz teacher shite tomoslas. How och mine qui aswa amya. Chet Wanáxws Slhenlhánaý Chet.